Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley. So I've been wanting to talk about books and I was like, where do I even start? Like, I've given some reviews of some stuff and I've been thinking about my November TBR list and my December TBR list and then what I want to start next year. And I'm so overwhelmed because I have so many books that I want to read and I've gotten quite a few lately. And then I have so many on my list that I was thinking about putting on my Cobo because I'm a Cobo girly. It's a lot. So I'm just going to start with maybe some books that I read last month and then go into what I'm reading now and then what I want to read. So let's start. So last month we'll start with S.K. Alley's Fledgling. This is a brand new book and this is her first dystopian novel. It is a duology, so there is going to be a second book. And before she did write YA like love stories, so that's what people are used to, so she was really nervous about releasing this out into the world, but I really love this book. It's definitely very heavy and weighs on the heart, but I loved the characters. Like, I just was in like a book coma, or I can't think of the word, what's it called? Oh, I had a book hangover, basically. I fell in love with some of the characters instantly and then some of them grew on me and I just thought they were so good. She has like 6 major characters, and what I love that she did in this book was she has like a guide to the characters in case you forget who somebody is, but it was so good that I would definitely love to reread this and really break it down. I didn't start annotating until later because I was waiting for some annotation supplies and I tried to like take photos and I have to like go back and like I need to re-annotate it. It was just so good, but I left a book review on Goodreads. I need to put on Amazon and just let the world know, but I gave her 5 stars for this book. It's really intense, it's really heavy, and it deals with a lot of the things that are going on in the world today from the perspective of like it being in the future. It was really good. I like this, and this is a really great fall read. And fall is not over, okay people? It is November, so read it before November is up. Another book I read last month, To Love or to Lose. So this is written by a college student. So this is a self-published book, indie book. And she's a college student studying human biology. And she is, so when she's not studying for chemistry exams or learning DNA replication, she's reading, writing, or listening to Taylor Swift. So she is my kind of person. I got this off of Amazon, wanted to read it, give her a review, support her. I gave her 4 stars. I think she did a really good job for somebody who is a young college student studying biology. Like, she did a really good job. The main character, Genevieve, is like super intense. She's really competitive, and she's really gunning for a valedictorian when Jameson Beaumont comes from London and tries to, well, he doesn't really try to steal it from her. He's just like, I earned it, like, sorry. And so they're supposed to be co-valedictorians, and she is not happy about it. So there's like forced proximity, and like he's good looking and she's like, I'm not interested, and he's like just like a really cool, like, laid back guy. Like, the guys in here are so wholesome and laid back, and the girls are really fun too. But Genevieve is like super intense, but I could relate to her in a lot of aspects. Yeah, so if you like academia, forced proximity, things like that, you're going to enjoy this. This is one of those like easy, lighthearted reads. It's like kind of predictable, but you still like it. So I would recommend this. Okay, so I read those. Now, I am also always reading multiple books at a time. So on my Kobo, I did start Pride and Prejudice. Also, look at this cute cover. Can you guys see that? Let me turn on the light too. I made the background for my Kobo and put it on, and then I also did the back of my Kobo. I have like Islamic stickers right now, but I do want to do some like Jane Austen or something, or maybe I should do like a winter vibe later. I don't know. This is like my November look. But yeah, so right now I am doing a little bit of Pride and Prejudice. So like I've been listening to a little bit of the audiobook and then going back and reading a little bit back and forth. So just doing that a little bit, but yeah, super cute, right? And I'll put a picture of my background here so you can see it. I just made that on Canva. So that's what's going on with my Kobo, and I do want to get a few other books. I just did get some books on here, but right now I'm reading the physical copy of The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This is one of those fluffy, lighthearted reads as well, but so far so good. I am on chapter 11, page 105. So I'm hoping to really finish this today or tomorrow so I can move on to my TBR list and read the next 2 books within, like, maybe, I'm thinking the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I think is what it's called, maybe this month, and then saving the, like, Christmassy one for December. So currently reading this. I feel like she's gonna be like a 3 to 4 star. I like the characters though. You have like the grumpy farmer, and then you have this cutesy bubbly girl who's like nice and fun and talks too much. So I relate to that as well. Okay, so my TBR. So here for sure in November, I want to read The Crescent Moon Tea Room. First of all, I was obviously drawn to the fact that it's Crescent Moon Tea Room, like, just sounds really cool, and then the cover is gorgeous. So I don't know, it just, to me, I think it's gonna have a fall vibe to it. Yeah, I mean, these people are in a tea shop, there's a council of witches, like, it's very autumn, and to me it's still autumn. Like, it's gray and gloomy outside, and I always have a cup of tea in my hand, so that's the vibe I'm getting. So I think I'm gonna read this next. Now on my list, I also have, I cannot believe I have not read this yet. I Blame My Mom Brain. All This Twisted Glory by Tahereh Mafi. Tahereh Mafi is one of my favorite authors, okay? So this is the 3rd book in the Woven Kingdom series. Let me get these. So we start with this hefty baby here. This is very much laying the foundation for the rest of the story. There's so much detail in this book. I just love her descriptions. So you follow Eliza, who is working as a servant, but she's not really a servant, okay? Like, this girl, you just gotta read the books, okay? She runs into a prince. She's also sees the devil. Like, there's a lot going on in here. It's really crazy. Got a little bit of action, a little bit of chemistry going on between characters, but the story really just takes off, literally, if you know, you know. And we are dropped into a different setting in this book. We get more chemistry, and it's really hard for me to choose sides because there are 2 men in her life. But I think I know whose side I'm on. I don't want to give away too much in case you haven't read these. Just pick them up and read them, okay? Now, I know a lot of people said this is too slow for them, but it's a really good book, and if you get through it, this one, you got it, okay? So I'm like, I've got to read this because I don't know what happened. I just don't want to give too much away, but it's so good. I like Eliza. I like her as a character. She's really cool. And I think, for those of you who've read it, I think I'm Team Cyrus. So I want to know whose team you're on. So that's on my list. I also randomly picked up The Royals Upstairs, which is about a girl who is working as a nanny, basically, I think, for some royals, and they're kind of crazy. And then she's like, I think it's like forced proximity. There's like a bodyguard that she sparks some chemistry with. And so I was like, that sounds like fun. Okay, a little bit of royal action. I'm also in the middle of a Stephen King series, so I really need to get through this series. I really liked Mr. Mercedes, and now I have to read Finders Keepers. Moving on. I don't know when I'm going to start that. I also got The Invisible Life of Adeline LaRue. I got this gorgeous copy that has stenciled edges and sprayed edges, I guess you could say. And there's a ribbon in here as well. So this is a gorgeous copy. I like, absolutely stunning book. I don't want to annotate this, so I don't know. And there's even photos. Gorgeous. I'll read it, do a review, and then I'll show you the gorgeous photos. So I think I'm gonna do this in November too. And then I picked up some 2 very popular YA books. Everyone talks about Powerless and how amazing it is, and some people are like, I wish I could read it for the first time again. So I think I need to read this one for sure. And then this one is also super huge. Okay, and I got a really good copy of it, so I got the paperback, but it has stenciled edges. I love it. Everybody talks about this. Apparently this is the book that like broke 2023. Okay, like everybody was reading it, everybody loves it, everybody swears by it. This has new bonus content included, so I'm like, what do I read first? What do I do? And then I know for December this is going to be on my TBR list. Some people are reading it right now, which just is insane to me. Okay, like obviously I don't celebrate Christmas, so maybe that's why I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's gotta be like Christmas time, we have to read these books now. No, I'm still stuck in like fall. I kind of want like spooky. I don't know, I'll fix that later. I want like chilly vibes. But even in winter, I think I want to read like maybe some like suspenseful stuff, but then have like the lighthearted stuff too. You know what I mean? So many books, so little time. And that's like not even all, right? Like that's not even all the books. I have so many on my list of want to read on my Goodreads. The Rose Bargain, The Monstrous Kind. I am waiting on A Study in Drowning to arrive. I really want to read The Night Circus, Haunted Ever After. I've thought about reading that. Oh, I also have to get Divine Rivals. I have to read that. I know I'm gonna love it. I also found like a cowboy-esque book, Holding the Reins, Tough Love. I want to read those. A Most Agreeable Murder. I really want to read the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, The Lost Bookshop. Oh, and then the sequel to Love and to Lose is coming out this month, Hypothetical Heart. Oh, I'm really excited to read that one. The Book Lovers Library. Oh, I'm also, By Any Other Name. I gotta read that. There's just so many books I want to read. So I'm going to just try to take this one step at a time. So I'm going to finish the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and then I'm going to read the Crescent Moon Tea Room, and then just go from there. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments of what I should read after that or during that, because I'm okay with reading 2 to 3 books at a time. I will still also be, of course, continuing Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, so that's it. I think I'm going to go have some tea and just maybe I'll sit down and read a little bit. We'll see. Thank you for joining me. I plan on making more cozy bookish content and things like that for you guys, so stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.